Good Wednesday morning, Molly and Tiffany, Joe and Sean. I'm wearing the Rays hat for a reason. They're playing the A's tonight in a Battle of the Bays in the wild card game for the American League. Loser goes home. Winner moves on to Houston to take on the all-powerful Astros. So as Major League Baseball's playoffs are just beginning, something is wrapped up. A little subculture of baseball is now done, and I want to talk about that. Rotisserie League Baseball. Rotisserie League Baseball was formed in the early 80s, 81 or 82. Glenn Wagner wrote a book called the Rotisserie League Handbook, and it was a fantasy sports league created at the La Francaise Rotisserie in Manhattan, hence the name Rotisserie League Baseball. In 1987, a buddy and I saw the book. We looked at it and said, we can do this. Let's create our own league. And in 1987, the San Diego Smokey Joe League was born. It's loosely based on the word that we thought rotisserie was like the rotisserie, you cook chickens, and we like the barbecue and tailgate with Smokey Joe's, the little Weber versions. And so we just called it the Smokey Joe League. We found some other crazy friends that would do it. And now, 33 years later, the San Diego Smokey Joe League still lives on. I'm the league secretary, and one of my roles in the San Diego Smokey Joe League is every night at 7 p.m., starting in April, and it ended Sunday. I have to go manage moves. I have to go in and actually manipulate the moves and make sure everybody got what they were supposed to get based on what they requested on waivers and call-ups and IR moves and all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes. It's taken as much as 30. But it's 6 months. I've got this appointment waiting for me every night. Oh, you can tell Cindy loves it. But it's all done. I shed a tear of joy on Sunday. I don't have to do it again for another 6 months. Our season's over. I get to just enjoy the playoffs and not worry about logging on to CBS Sportsline to manage the transactions. Yeah, it sounds like I'm griping about it. I do. I love doing it. It's fun to be connected to the league. It's fun to stay connected to all those guys, because I'm now in Florida. The majority of them are in San Diego. And so it's just a great way to stay connected, keep those relationships tight. And it's funny how a lot of conversations on this channel tend to come back to that word, relationships. I mean, it was yesterday's, Sean's breakdown of the 4-H club and I've seen that presentation multiple times, but it was great for him to do it here on the channel. That just, reminds me of the ways I reach out to these people, right? What am I doing to stay connected? 33 years, over 3 decades. Now, we've lost a couple of owners. A couple of owners have passed away. Some others have moved on and didn't have time to manage their teams. But I think there are 5 or 6 of the original 12 are still going strong. And we really don't see an end in sight. We're just going to keep moving forward. This is our thing. Everybody's got a passion, whether it's a gentleman's farm and intentionalities, or building an amazing brokerage in one of the most beautiful cities in the world, or it's taking a big brokerage and incorporating really smart ideas into how they do their business. Or it's somebody so passionate about relationships, he can still tell you the name of somebody who served him at a restaurant a week ago. We all have our passions, and we all have things that we like to occupy our time with. And for me, it really is, fantasy sports. I love it. It's just this great connector for me. So have a great Wednesday. Go Rays, and I'll talk to you next week.